Hey everybody, and happy Homebrew Wednesday. Okay, this one is a especially happy Wednesday for me. Okay, I'm actually filming this on Tuesday the 13th, so I could have it uploaded tonight and ready for Wednesday morning. But I received a phone call at 5:30 a.m. and I was informed that my nephew was coming. Something I'm pretty excited about. I just spent the last 10 hours sitting around in a hospital waiting room. I read the newspaper about 4 times, but little Thomas Patrick is he's here. He's well, mommy's well. So I'd like to give a big shout out and cheers to my brother for becoming a daddy for the 3rd time. 21 months ago, he had a boy and a girl. Well, his wife had a boy and a girl. Little Coraline and little William Edward. Okay, and he must have been in a hurry to have a big family, because a mere 21 months later, he's a father for the 3rd time. So, again, congratulations, and for the love of God, leave the poor girl alone now. Okay. A couple of other shout-outs that I have. Alright, I want to give a shout out to Grant Baker. Last week, while I was celebrating my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, he was too. You know, it's amazing how fast time goes, and every once in a while I look back and I watch some of my earlier videos, like, you know, the first couple that I put out, and I was amazed at exactly how bad they were. Okay, not that, you know, my videos these days are any better, well, content-wise anyway. At least I'm not just, you know, standing there petrified of talking in front of the camera now. Okay, I have another shout out. I want to give, right, I want to say cheers to Dino from Two Dinos, and congratulations on 500 subs. You know, it didn't really seem like all that long ago you were holding a competition for 300 subs. Alright, I'm pretty stoked that you actually, you know, that you got that many subs, and I hope you get twice as many more in this year. Okay, another shout out to one of my subscribers. She doesn't have a YouTube channel, but her name is Jennifer Jean, and she comes from upstate New York here in the United States. And she contacted me on my Brewing with Bill Facebook page, told me that she was a fan, and that this past weekend she just started her first ever 1-gallon batch of dandelion wine, and she used my recipe. I'm honored and excited about that. I mean, there are a lot of people that make brewing videos out there, and there are definitely a lot of people who make better videos than I do, but I mean, if you can inspire one person to do something homebrew related, you know, that's a pretty great feeling. Now, from what I understand, she has been making wines for a while. Okay, this is the first time that she did a wine that didn't come from a wine kit. And wine kits are fine, they turn out fantastic wines, but like I said, I'm honored that she used my recipe, and I hope it turns out really, really well for her. Let's see. This weekend I brewed another batch of beer, and I didn't bother filming the brew day footage because they're building a bridge less than half a block away from my house. In fact, right on the other side of the alley that this garage is located at. And all day long, every day, they're hammering huge steel beams into the ground with some sort of loud, obnoxious hydraulic hammer press. And I mean, it's loud. It's loud enough that all the banging overtakes the audio on my camera, so I'm not going to subject you guys to that. But what I did try to make was a pale ale extract with steeping grain style. And what I used was 3 pounds of light malt, dry malt extract, 3 pounds of amber malt extract and a pound of crystal 40. Okay, and well, I haven't done an extract with a 60-minute boil in so long. I kind of forgot that when you boil extracts, whether it's dry or the liquid, they tend to get a little darker. And so I don't really know how much pale is going to be in this particular pale ale. It looks pretty brown in the other fermenter. In fact, it looks this brown in the fermenter. So if it's not a pale ale, you know, we can just call it a hoppy brown ale. And the next batch I do, that's an extract with steeping grains, I will only use Pilsner dry malt extract, which is actually lighter than extra light for some reason. And last order of business, guys, is this right here. This is my German Alt-Beer clone. Okay, now last week I said I promised not to drink any of this until this video, and well, I'm here to tell you I lied to you. Not only did I have a few glasses, my brother came over twice in the last week, and well, this isn't the first glass, but it may very well be the second or third to last glass in the keg. When you're drinking 16-ounce glasses, kegs don't really last all that long, especially when you tend to spend about 8 hours drinking it. But anyway, we'll get to the taste test. Now, it's brown. You can't see through it. I don't know if you can see that from there or not. It is carbonated. Okay, I didn't use any dexter malt, which is why there's no head retention. But for an extract, not a bad bit of lacing, and it seems to have a nice little cap that sticks around. Okay, one thing I also noticed about this is not clear, and I was told that the beer wouldn't be clear no matter what I did to it. I could add gelatin, I could add isinglass, other types of finings, cold crash it all I want. The type of yeast that I used, I can't remember it offhand. The yeast just does not come out of suspension without some sort of filtration system. And I wasn't going to buy a beer and wine filter just for this batch. So it's not clear, but cheers, guys. You know, that is just an amazing mouthfeel to this beer. It's creamy. Finishing gravity was 10-12. So it's sitting at 4.8, 4.9% ABV. It's surprisingly thick and full-bodied, unbelievably creamy. The malt profile is just, I mean, this beer is all about the malts. I didn't use any flavor or aroma hops whatsoever. I think the bitterness on this beer is 35 or 38. It was on the high side of the alt beer style, but yeah, I mean, this is a really fantastic beer, guys. And if anybody wants the recipe, just let me know in the comment section down below. It's really easy. It's 6 pounds of dry malt extract, which I did a little research on, and that's the equivalent of 10 pounds of base malt for all grain, a pound of crystal 40, and white yeast, Kulsk yeast. Okay, I'll make an annotation and put the exact type of yeast down on the bottom. It was fermented at about 60 to 62 degrees. It was probably done fermenting long before I racked it in the secondary for a couple of days, but I let all my beers sit for 14 days before I touch them. Anyway, I don't bottle anymore. If I was bottling this, I'd probably do it after 10 days. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a pretty good beer. It's getting a little warm in my neck of the woods for a beer with that heavy of a mouthfeel. Would I brew that again? Most definitely. It's not the next beer I'm going to brew, or even the second next beer I'm going to brew. But it is definitely something I would brew, say, next October or November, before it gets just too cold to stand outside next to a propane burner. Okay, well guys, I think I've taken up enough of your time this week. Okay, I'm going to edit this quick, get it uploaded onto YouTube so I can sit back and watch all of your guys' videos. Okay, as always, I hope your week this far has been good, guys. I hope the rest of your week could be even better. Until the next video, take care of yourselves. Cheers. 17.